Hello everybody, my name is Gamecraft and welcome to a new update video on the Falkor Network. Today we're mainly going to discuss new GUI menus. I've worked pretty hard on this and on all the servers I've made new in-game menus that can help you doing commands, searching for stuff, information, warp to stuff, etc. So we're first starting in the hub. And as you also may have noticed is on the right side of my screen I updated sidebar, which displays the servers on our network. And I just made it more in the style of the Falkor Network. And so yeah, I changed the color to blue and made it more white, then instead green and orange. So to come back to the menus, some of it stayed the same of course, but it's more about information. If I'm going to open my inventory now, you can see the items in my bottom toolbar, and what I added is descriptions, like right click to open. You can do multiple things, left, right, to show, hide players. And this is a new thing, donator menu. I will go into detail in another video about this because I have been inactive for a little bit, time for now, I think a couple of weeks, but that's mainly because I've been working on the back end of the server and I have 6 videos coming up that explain all the new changes and updates. And also means the donator shop that will also be displayed in another video. Just the network rules, and it also displays how you can do it without using the GUI. So for example, I want to see the rules, type in rules, and bam, there I have the rules. And to come back to that, in the main menu of the hub server, I added hub warps. This means, there are a lot of places in the hub where you can warp to without walking to them. So we have the survival portal, teleports you of course to the survival portal. Same for prison. And of course Skywars. Currently Skywars is in development, so I cannot show you anything of that. And same counts for creative. It just makes it easier to go around the hub because the hub is pretty decent size. So we also added a staff list, which you can see all the staffers on, like our moderators, builders, admins, and in this case are me of course and my co-owners. We have a lot of space left, so when applications are open, make sure to apply. And maybe you'll end up in this staff list area. So other warps that we have are also suggestion box. This is in the main castle, just near the throne. There's the spawn, and here's the throne. You can just write your suggestion to tell something about the server or just give us an idea that we may or may not can make. Another thing is I moved the toggle playlist to this menu, so your toolbar wouldn't be that full like it was before, and in that way you can decide if you want to toggle the sidebar on or off. It depends. If you for example want to make a YouTube video, you can toggle it off because maybe you don't want it in the screen. So to give you a quick preview on the donator menu, it's mainly this. Before we had the items in the toolbar too, but it got too full like before. We only had one space left and that wasn't good for future updates. So what we did is we all placed them inside a sub-menu. So you can access them here, but I will go into more detail into that in another video. So let's go to survival, where we also added some more features to the menu. And also, what you also notice, we get a welcome message. We mainly did this, otherwise there was a floating sign here, like the one that you can see here, the warps, but there would also be one here floating. And it's just too much. We wanted to give you a quick message, what is the most important, and that's what you need to know. And that's in this case, use the for example, the compass to navigate through the servers, and in survival it's in this case that PvP and griefing is allowed, because that's maybe something you want to know before you start building. So what we added here is balance, of course we had before, but we also added like options to go back. Instead of closing it again and open the menu again, you can now go back without closing the menu. Just the same as in the hub, we added descriptions more, so you can do stuff without, for example, you can do multiple things without even using the menu, for example, commands. In the warps, we didn't actually added more stuff to it, like it already was before. We have the shop, PvP, mob arena, and all the warps spawn, etc. And the dungeons, of course. And same here, we place a toggle playlist here too, due to the same reason as in the hub. Here we have a server menu to go back to other servers, and we have the rules again. So that's briefly survival. Now we go to prison, where we did maybe the most updates besides hub. Survival wasn't that big, but yeah, the prison was too. So let's go to prison. And it works really smoothly. Also here we have text. Yes, you can see that we still have a lot of text there, but yeah, prison sometimes needs a lot of information to get it, so that's why we left that sign here. Maybe over time we'll remove it too, but we don't know that for certain. So yeah, same as in survival, we try to not take up too many space, and in survival you can also move the stuff. You can also drop it. Like, it isn't fixed. In the hub we had it before, it was fixed, so you couldn't move or drop it out of inventory, which wasn't pretty nice, because then it would take up 2 slots instantly. So what you can do, you can still drop it, so it's up to you to keep it, but yeah, you will always spawn with it. So yeah, you don't have to worry about where is my menu and where can I find information. So what we added here is warps too. Before we didn't have any warps in prison, yeah, only the wood mines, because the problem about prison is we have PvP zones and we don't want players to skip them, because that takes away the fun of killing people. So what we did is the normal warps that normally cost nothing are still free, like spawn and the wood mines, because you cannot go to the wood mines without warping because they're outside of the prison. But for example, your home costs 5,000 in-game dollars, so it's up to you to choose if you want to use the warp, pay the money, or if you want to take the risk and get killed or shaved, to say it in prison terms, yeah, to go back to your home, your prison cell. Same counts for the shop. The shop is at the top of the prison. Let me go there really quick. Don't know why that doubled, but I don't mind. Or maybe it's that I'm in creative. So the shop is at the top level of the prison. So it's here, and there you have the shop. Oh, it's one below, sorry. So let's go there. And yeah, it's at the top of the prison, so yeah, people need to walk a lot, but yeah, it costs, yeah, people are maybe lazy, but then they have to pay. And this payment is, by the way, in-game money, it's not real money. Workstations, same counts for that. You go to the workstation and you only have to pay $500 in-game, and it goes, oh no, 1,000, sorry. And we also have the warps to the cell blocks. Those goes up depending on which level you are. Like if you're cell block F, you can warp to cell block F, but it will cost you 5,000 instead of cell block A 2,500. This purely is because cell block A is lower than cell block F. Same counts for the shop, it's also 5,000, and cell block F is on the same level. So we also have warp ABC. This goes to the warp ABC side. We didn't do it per mine because it wasn't that necessary, but you also have to keep in mind that you spawn inside a PvP zone. So it's risky, even though you have a warp. You get there quicker, but it's still risky. And if we go to the next one, that's DEF. That's the same as ABC, but then the other side of the prison. And the wood mines, yeah, they were always been like this, so nothing has changed there. Same as here, toggle playlist, kits were already there. We also added MCMMO, but that's also going to be explained in another video, because it's just way too much to explain in one video, everything, so I will cut those up. We removed, by the way, the ranks, like the /ranks command from the GUI, because yeah, it's not that used very often. You can do rank up and it will display like how much money you need to get before you can rank up, so it doesn't change that much. So that were the warps in prison. Same here, you can go back, etc. Server menu, but then survival and hub, of course. So that were actually the GUI updates. So let's go back to the hub, because that's the only message that we didn't see, and it just welcomes you. Welcome Gamecraft, use the compass to navigate on our servers. So that was briefly The GUI updates, we try to make them as simple as possible and try to involve as much information as possible, but we try to keep it organized too. So I hope you enjoyed this video and hope the information was useful so you know how to navigate on our servers. So make sure to leave a like or a comment, and of course make sure to subscribe for future videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.